Hello, friends. I'm so glad you have found your way to this introduction. I am the Reverend Rob Moore, and I am a spiritual director and an ordained Unitarian Universalist minister. I look forward to one day soon walking with you on your spiritual path within spiritual direction. And so, what is this thing called spiritual direction? I think of it simply as holy listening. We join together, two people for a time, to listen together for the presence of the holy, to discern the movement and presence of God within our lives and within life in general. Spiritual direction assumes that the spirit of life is at work in many parts of our life, in our relationships, in our work, in our quiet time, in our leisure, in our joys and our sorrows. And so spiritual direction is that opportunity to join together with an experienced spiritual companion or spiritual director, to listen together for the presence of the divine, to discuss those places that have energy in your life at that moment, and to ask the question, where might God be in that? Or where is the ultimate good in that? Or where is a spiritual practice in that for me? Many, many different variations on questions for the spiritual life. Ultimately, though, spiritual direction is about finding your spiritual direction. And so, a typical spiritual direction session will begin with lighting a candle, perhaps a few moments of silence or an opening reading. After that, I will generally ask, so, how is your spirit these days? Or, what are you noticing these days? And from there, I listen. Maybe ask a few questions here and there to deepen or clarify your story, or perhaps to ask you what your own inner wisdom is telling you about that topic. Sometimes there's a break or a lull in your story, and no questions are emerging, and so we sit in silence for a time until we are moved to continue. Spiritual direction usually happens once a month and lasts for about an hour each session. I charge $75 to $100 per session, but I have a sliding scale below that to fit any and all financial conditions. I accept and welcome directees without regard to race, age, religion, orientation, or gender. And we can meet in person in Richmond, Virginia, or by FaceTime, or Google Meets, or whatever platform works for both of us at that moment. So if this is a journey which you feel and think you might be interested in at this point in your life, please check out my website at www.pilgrimageministry.com and contact me for a free introductory conversation. And until then, my friends, I wish you many blessings on you and your unique spiritual path and journey.